Hello, hello. So today for something different, a little voice accompaniment for the walkthrough of the Mona build. Today this is it's actually version 20, but version 5 that I'm showing. And this is probably the first time I've had a layout that might resemble what the final would look like. I'll just do a quick walkthrough. Okay. Well, getting a bit bored of just walking through. So let me give a bit of an explanation. So this, oh, that's not good. The first thought I had to do with this space here. Of course, it feels like a forum or some sort of, yeah, a place where people would gather to philosophize or talk or teach. And I'd imagine that the presenter could stand here and people could stand around. And you could even have performances here. Not that that would be necessarily what people would do in monaverse, but just thinking about the actual configuration of the space. I like this in that it has kind of a radial flow to the brickwork. These parts aren't done yet, but the whole thing is built around this circle, and I think it can create some great views when looking between the columns, and little vistas come out, especially like this view. I'm not sure about the skybox. Right now this is just a test skybox that's from HDR Haven or Polyhaven or something. As you can see, the light maps are not perfect. We got things like that, but that's okay. Easy to fix. A couple floating bits there. But this was the main space I wanted to create, and I was thinking about putting a well in the center, potentially. But yeah, everything else is kind of in addition to that. This is the garden, or what will be the garden. Right now it's just a couple different types of flowers. But you can see when the grass isn't visible, the ground looks pretty reflective and a bit not very convincing, so I'm not sure what I'll do there. Perhaps I'll break it up with a few kind of hero plants, imposters. I'm really a big fan of these kind of floating walkways. Here, what I'd like to do is make it that they kind of entice you to go out and try to find some way to get there. And I believe there is a way to get there, but I will try that in a second. The walkway between the gardens, we'll just go down into the grass really quick. Right now it feels too cluttered. It feels like there's too much going on. I do intend to have floating columns, but not quite this abrupt. Yeah, I really like, especially like when the light kind of comes through and creates little spots like that. I would love for more light to kind of filter through and create interesting silhouettes on objects. This is some new stuff here. I was so worried that this might look too repetitive, but it doesn't look too bad. I think I will break it up with some vines. I recently added an occlusion map because the normal maps do not show if there's not a light. So you can see those parts look very dimensional. These parts look a bit flatter. It's just because there's no light to actually be used with the normal map. Thinking about putting a little secret entrance to something over here. Right now it's nothing. It's a place you can fall off. There's that crazy HDR. I do like the idea of the first spot that people come in. Maybe being back here, though I'm not sure, it might be too large. I like the idea of having the whole viewpoint opened up, so you kind of get a taste of the space. But I would like it to, the viewer to start higher, so that you can see more. I love immediately seeing your shadow, because it kind of anchors you in the space. And though I did originally work with having the light be on the opposite side, which made this kind of a heavenly glow over there, I think I like the light behind the viewer a bit better. I really think that the light maps with the kind of default settings don't look too bad. A couple errors there. But this whole thing is really just a couple different materials, and I like those forms there. A couple different materials and 2 light maps, that's all, which I really like. So yeah, one of the things I like to do is create little spots where people can jump. Oops, I messed up. Right away. Getting little messages during time, it's fine. So let me try that again. There you go, the spots. Oh. I really want to make it though so that there's places that flow can be found, where a user could jump and with some practice find a way of getting around the space kind of more efficiently. And there might be even some spots where the user wants to tries to get up to and takes some time to figure it out. Like maybe someone comes in and they see someone up there and they're like, how do they get up there? And then you realize that you have to get onto some column back there, so kind of like a visual, kind of a jumping puzzle. As of right now, there's no real good way to get up there, I don't believe. And so there's no way to get up there. The one way you can do it is these guys here. You can climb. This is a really hard part. I probably won't be able to do it. Basically, if you can find something that has a slope. I'm trying to climb up the front slope here and then get around to the back where there's another slope. And then that would help me get up. But in the final version, oh, there we go. In the final version, it won't be that hard. So yeah, I'd love it if someone got up somewhere like this after trying really hard, and they feel special. It's kind of like back in the day I used to play. When I was a kid, I was playing World of Warcraft, and I used to love finding ways to get on top of the buildings. Actually, it was a Chiron's Call, probably. You feel kind of sneaky. So this is my first time being up on these things, and I could definitely make it down to those columns. I don't know if I can make it between each of those columns, but I'd like to make it over there, so maybe I'll try to do it. Takes a little practice. I'm pressing the shift key to speed up and slow down, which of course is not physically accurate. Oh yeah, we can make it. Oh, we can make it, yeah. Let's do it. Okay, here we go. Yes, amazing. Yeah, that's the experience I want people to have. Oh, huh, don't know why that happened. Anyway, yeah, that's the run through. Funny that it bonked out at the end, but yeah, 6 more days on it, so lots more to do.